Yo, sorry this video is a little bit late. Bro goes to London once and comes back with the plague, it feels like. So apologies if I sound quite bunged up. I've been like bedbound for the last 4 days. Also, I'm going to do one Gundam video and now I'm a Gundam influencer. Shout out to Bandai Hobby UK because last week, I was invited to the Gundam Base World Pop-Up Tour in London. And today, I wanted to tell you a little bit about it. But for those that have clicked and aren't normally Gundam fans, and I'm sure you're getting fed up with me talking about Gundam, as a thank you for clicking on this video, you can win one of these bad boys. This is an entry grade RX-78-2 Gundam that you can't actually buy. It's only available at conventions, and I have one to give away. If you leave a comment using the word Gundam in a sentence, I'll randomly pick a comment to win this. It will be UK only, I'm afraid. I won't be able to ship it to the US or Europe because it's just a pain in the bum at the minute. If you use the word Gundam in a comment, I'll randomly choose, and just beware, it's YouTube, so I'll only contact you by mentioning it in another video, and I'll mention it in my Discord as well. So if you'd like to win, mention Gundam in the comment. I've also got a Gundam Vase exclusive miniature to give away in another video, so subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. As you know, recently I've been getting quite into Gundam, mostly via the miniatures that came with the card game, and now the card game, and now the show. Especially because I've been bedbound, I've managed to finish the original season and watch the Netflix season. So now I would say I'm well versed because I've seen a total of 3 unrelated series to Gundam. Not that there's like a huge timeline of events that I probably should follow. However, I've been getting quite into it purely because I like big stompy robots that fight things, and I also love anime. So being invited to the Gundam pop-up base by Bandai Hobby UK was like an absolute honor, especially because I feel like a little bit of a tourist when it comes to Gundam because I'm like quite new to it all. I'd only finished 1 season when I actually went. It's getting into a brand new hobby. I know it's obviously related to Warhammer, the fact that there's miniatures that you build yourself and potentially paint yourself, but it's exciting to get into something that I'm quite excited about and quite passionate about all over again. So myself and Big C went down to London. I was feeling quite nervous. I was feeling quite anxious about going, but I made myself look nice, and I was like, there's going to be cameras everywhere, Mikey, so make sure you look nice, make sure you do your hair nice. And then the woman on the train who's making the coffee for us decided to chuck one at me. I felt like a bit of a tourist coming to this Gundam thing because I've not really seen much Gundam. And then someone spilled coffee on me on the train, buy a new t-shirt from a random store. I've never seen One Piece either, so I'm literally just trying to blend in with Bandai. Yeah, I like Bandai. I love One Piece. It's real. But anyway, we managed to find it, and it's located in Camden Market. It's like a market with like some upmarket shops as well. One of them being the Bandai Namco Cross Store, which is kind of like the one place in the UK that you can get like Japanese style gachapon. And next door to it is the Gundam pop-up base, which is like such a cool place. I know a lot of people who watch my channel like Warhammer fans. It's like a miniature Warhammer world. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that sort of status in the country. We made it. We made it to the base, and it is absolutely nuts. It's nuts, bro. And it's actually only temporary, but this place is only open between now or like last week, like early September, until March. So if you are planning on going, I would kind of think about going sooner rather than later because it isn't going to be around forever. We go way back. I've known him for like 2 months tops. So I'm gonna buy this one. I might buy 2 just to make sure.
What, 2 freedoms?
Yeah.
Well, you can have a max of 4 in a deck, so
I've got 3, so I feel like 3.
3. Yeah, okay.
It's literally the same. Isn't it just the same?
It's uncanny.
It's like right there. Can you imagine every time I play him, I'm like, yeah, let me just get my token.
Yeah, he's my resource. Don't worry about the £100 card.
I get my £100 resource token. Here he goes. Yeah, I'll just play freedom. Can you see it? Can you tell what he does? Now, it isn't a huge place. It is just 1 square room, as you can see. But all around is just insanely nice kits that you can get. All of the product is on the shelf, anything that you can get. It's obviously not everything you can buy for Gundam, but it's basically it's all the heavy hitters, as well as all of the limited edition exclusives that are only available at the Gundam pop-up base. Now, these might be available in the Gundam base Tokyo, but that's a little bit further than London, and London's far enough. Now, as well as having exclusive stuff to buy, they also have exclusive little collectibles that you can get. Free with every purchase is a pop-up base EX base for Gundam the card game, which is essentially. How do I explain this to people who do play Gundam card game? You essentially use this every game. If you spend like 30 quid, you're going to get an exclusive pin badge, which is exclusive to the not only the location, because it does look like I might want to paint roundabouts if I want to put this on. It's not only exclusive to the location, it's also exclusive to the time, because there's a unique pin badge every month while the pop-up base is there. And if you collect all of the pin badges, there's an exclusive prize, which I have no idea what that is. And now I really want to know what it is. Not even just own it, I just want to know. And then if you make like a picture of like 50 pounds, you get like this really cool canvas bag, which I definitely got. Not only is there a bunch of kits that you can just have a look at, such as like standard, the chibi, little small stuff, and the entry grade stuff, all the way through to perfect grade kits that are just available on the shelf, which is like few and far between, especially at like locations in the UK. You don't see that very much for Gunpla. But also all of the limited edition items, which are absolutely stunning, mostly fairly priced. I think the master grades are quite expensive, but I think they're probably worth the money. All the other exclusive can range from anything from like £7 to £10 and like 30, 40. So the really high-end stuff is like 100 or more. But all of these limited edition products are also on rotation, which is obviously going to encourage people to go more to get those exclusive pin badges. But I imagine as new releases for Gunpla come out, such as the rest of the G-Quux kits that are available and they're coming soon, they'll be available in the Gundam base. They actually had some on display which aren't out yet, and they actually had some on sale which aren't out until the end of this month, which I definitely picked up. So they're going to be constantly rotating those sorts of products, but also rotating the limited edition stuff that is available. So it's going to be an expensive few months if you're a Gundam collector. Now, as I said, I was actually invited down by Bandai Hobby, so thank you very much to Bandai Hobby UK. They aren't paying me to make a video, but they did let me come down early, and then they gave me some stuff on the day, which is very kind of them. But it's also just to kind of like build Gunpla, chat to the people there, do some networking, do some schmoozing, as it were. Very kindly, I believe, given some complimentary card decks, a Harrow, which I was going to buy anyway, and an entry grade Gundam RX-82. Cal, if you beat me in the card game, you can have all of this.
What, on top of the ones I've got?
Yeah,
well?
if you lose yours. Pink slips.
No. If I lose
with this, not my actual deck, I want to use your deck and beat you. You get to use heroic beginnings.
I'm rolling. You've no Gelgoog in that, so.
That's true. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. So we're starting out with the RX-78-2 in Gundam-based colours. How you feeling?
Nervous.
It's where the entry grade, so it's the least amount of pieces. They've said 20 minutes. So wish us luck. So 25 minutes in, we have an RX-78 looking very gorgeous. Looks like he's about to bop me into boxing. And Cal's not even on your legs. He's not even got any legs.
Been too busy chin-wagging about Gundam series. Nearly dropping it.
They just love that. Yeah, there you go. Are you going to have the duel?
Duel? Am I going to allow you to win?
What if
let
you got
win?
a god deck?
A god deck starter set?
Imagine. Let's find out.
No pressure. No pressure.
If you get a god deck, I will cry. No pressure. Is it a god deck?
Well, the top one's shiny.
The top one's shiny. That's a good start. Gundam.
Another shiny.
Gundam.
Another shiny.
Pulled too early, no god deck. What'd you get in your pack? Or a pilot. It's a letter Mercury.
Is it?
Oh, let's go.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Nice. You like Soletta?
I do love Soletta.
Do you like Soletta?
I love Soletta.
Shame.
She's great. Shame. The god deck. Look at that. We've got some shinies on the top. Okay. God, they are hard to get out, aren't they? Sinanju, Sharzaku 2, and I can already see it's not a god pack.
But what's your pack?
What's my pack? What could it be? Oh,
It's a shiny base. It's a rare loot.
It's a rare loot. No god deck. Right, we'll have to buy another deck to see if that's a god one.
Another deck.
There's a quick few more. So we built up an entry grade kit, we played some card game, and then we kind of got booted out for an hour while we had some food, and then we came back. It was supposed to be more schmoozing and interviews and stuff, but I think they just invited even more people to attend, so it just turned into frantic chaos of just buying loads of stuff. Yes. Now, I don't really buy myself too much stuff very often, but I did end up splurging quite a lot. And I think my excuse is the fact that I don't have a pile of shame for Gundam just yet. So I needed one. I had to be a real Gundam fan. Buy too many kits that you can't build quite fast enough. So they just take up all the shelf space, you know? You saw the bag. Here's everything I did buy. Well, I was given this little Harrow in Gundam base colours. Obviously limited edition to the store. An entry grade kit. I have built it, but as you can see, it is 2 tiny little sprues. We were also given the RX-78-2 in Gundam base colours and another entry grade one. So I think the Harrow is about £7. This one is about £10 to buy. And I have already built this one up. And it's on the Action base, which is also in Gundam base colours. It just means it's in blue, which is another £6. I then bought the monster of the Gundam base limited Freedom version 2 with silver coating, which is an absolute glorious box, the one that I was like drooling over. And this is a bit of a monster, as you can see just how many sprues. Now this is a reproduction of a normal kit, it's just in super high chrome detail basically. I mean, you could probably paint it, but it's kind of more fun to buy it. It does come with an action base as well, which is quite cool, but as you can see, quite a lot of sprue. And then finally, I bought the Gundam base limited RX-78-2 version 3 master grade with a titanium finish. So another bit of a monster, and it's shiny. And as you can see, the difference here is the parts are shiny, but they've got this like metallic finish, which is really fun. It's like a glossy metallic compared to just flat plastic, but it's kind of like braid silver. It's like gloss over silver, so it comes up like extremely shiny. So I thought that'd be a really fun one to get. And it's a master grade, so it'd be like quite a substantial kit for the OG Gundam. And that's it of the exclusives. I also bought a bunch of other kits, some dice for the card game, and I also bought myself a deck box. But these are some of the G-Quartz kits that aren't out yet. The Gelgoog, the Red Gundam. I got Ariel because I was told this is one of the nicest kits they've ever made. And this is the Strike Gundam I already mentioned, and some limited edition dice which you can't actually buy in the shop anymore. And then I bought a bunch of action bases to display them, such as my G-Quartz, which I built while I've been ill as well, and put it on this cool action base to make it stand like that. So I only bought a little bit. So would I recommend you visiting the Gundam pop-up base world tour in London? No. It's way too expensive if you have no spending control. No, it's really, really fun. Now, if you aren't a Gundam fan, it's one of those places that's like really interesting to go have a look at everything in person rather than just relying on pictures on Instagram or on a web store, for example. But it is quite a long way to go just for that. I think if you were doing a few things around London, especially around Camden, and you were like visiting, it's definitely one you should go to. There's also some weird other shops locally which you can go and explore. But it is definitely a really enjoyable experience to kind of go down and have a look. And obviously I'm feeling quite honoured, but also a little bit nervous to say that I was invited down to go early, because I know that the queues to go, especially on the first couple of days, were absolutely horrific. So I do feel quite privileged. So thank you everyone who has subscribed and given me a platform, so when I do show interesting games, these companies do want me to go and have a little early look. You know, that does mean a lot to me from the company, but also I haven't forgotten that the reason they invite me is because people like you watch my videos, so thank you. But it's been really cool to get into Gundam. I know I kind of said this in my last video, and I said at the start, it's been really fun to get into it, and I'm like extremely excited about the whole concept of like sharing that joy with you via videos. My next Gundam video, which I don't know when it'll be because I haven't started, I'm going to finally build the master grade Force Impulse Gundam, and I'm going to do it properly, okay? I've got all the tools, I'm going to scribe, I'm going to panel line, I might even paint some bits to make it match, but that's the next planned Gundam video. I'm not sure if it's going to be next week or the week after, but that is the idea. I'm going to build a Gundam, a real one, for the first time. I've done an entry grade, I've done a G-Quartz. An entry grade is baby Gundam, and G-Quartz isn't a Gundam, kinda. Not technically. So I'm gonna do my first Gundam on the channel very soon, and hopefully you'll stick around and subscribe, and then you'll be able to see when that does go up. And if you do subscribe and leave a comment, don't forget I'm giving away an RX-78-2 entry grade kit to one person who leaves a comment mentioning Gundam down below. and make sure you subscribe to see any more videos that I put out soon. So thanks so much for understanding. Sorry this video was late. Thanks for watching. Appreciate my members who make all of this possible. Couldn't do it without you. Really, really, really couldn't. I love you, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. Bye. That was really low. I've got such a cold. Bye. That was fake.